So we're starting off today's video in work clothes again. Luckily, well, not luckily, but I had a half day today because of some unfortunate events. Yeah, so first things first for this, you see I got the wheel, got the hub and the quick release. It is not the one that goes ding. I do not like that. Hate me if you want. Not a fan. Think they're stupid. That's my hot take on that. But yeah, so how we're gonna start this video off, we're actually gonna unplug the battery first, because you do not want any sort of electrical current moving through the car at any point, like during this, because you don't want that airbag to explode straight in your face. Pop the hood on these motherfuckers. Anyone else have a quick release battery like me? Because all I do right there, that's it. All right, so now that you waited your like 10-15 minutes or so, you're going to boot it up. You see that? Right there on that side. And then same thing on this side. All right, so actually before we actually start this, I had to plug my battery in, and we're on our way to Harbor Freight to go pick up some longer Torx bits, because all my Torx bits are too short. All right, secured the Torx bits that I needed. I'm gonna use the impact for this. See, I don't know if I can see in there, but there's like these little retaining tabs on the inside that's holding the screw from coming out. So all you want to do, I believe what I'm going to do is, so if you see those retaining tabs right there, those little black tabs holding the screw in, I'm going to actually bend those tabs back somehow and push them in. And then there was one closer to that side. There was one closer to this side. I already pushed that inward with like a hook. So I'm gonna do the same with the other side. All right, just bent the tabs back. Use my little magnet, pulled the bolt out. I'm not sure if every Jenny's like this, but mine was a T40. So keep that in mind. And you can't use those little regular short Torx bits that everyone's like little toolkit has. You gotta use the longer ones or else it won't fit. Or maybe if you have the like Allen key set, but not regular Allen like hex heads, like you need the actual Torx ones. So I'm gonna do the same on the left side. And once you have that out, you'll be able to pop the airbag off. All right, just got the other side out. Now it should, yep, pop right off. Now be careful here, because you are gonna have some connections on the back side that you're going to have to unplug. So I'll take that hook I was telling you about, put it right underneath. All right, and you're going to want to pick this up just like that. So you take off the ground first, and then just pull up kind of hard. And you should just have this one last ground here. You just pull that off like so, and it's completely free, I believe. Nope, sorry, I lied. There's a connector up top. So what's holding this, you literally can just also do this. You take your finger and just move the connection off. It releases these, and these are just now dangling. And you're now going to grab a 22 mil socket, put it on there, cracker free. Just now, this is the time where you make sure your steering wheel is completely straight. So now I'm just gonna crack it loose with the impact. So now you want to slightly thread it back on so that you can kind of yank the wheel around. Crack it loose, but you don't want to crack yourself in the face. So steering wheel is now off. I have to just yank it around a little bit. came off. And then don't forget to unplug this connector so it can slide all the way off, because the connector that's here is actually plugged into the steering wheel. So with my quick release hub, I actually have the new style one, which allows me to keep my clock spring. What you're gonna wanna do is you wanna reuse the plug on the old steering wheel. Yours will be like wrapped up in a bunch of stuff. Just peel it off after you cut it. And then you want to also keep that ground that's here. And we're only gonna be using one of these wires and reconnect it to here so that we have everything still working properly. All right, so right now you want to plug this little connector back on. All these wires are clipped except for the ground and this red wire. This is the red wire you want to keep. You put this kind of connector on it and it's good to go. All right, so now this is the new hub. So you've got your dot to align it up and down, and then this hole right there for you to put the rest of your wires through. So, and then this is going to be your ground that gets connected over there. So you're going to feed all this through. Just give me a second. Try to do this one-handed. All right, so everything is through that you need through. Here are all your grounds. Bam. You're gonna put your resistors on here so that you can trick the airbag. And then that's your power that you need. All right, as you can see with this, these are your resistors that'll be in the airbag connectors. I am gonna put like electrical tape around them because they're not the tightest fit. Like, they will hold, but I want it to just kind of be stuck and secure where they're not gonna go anywhere. So now you're gonna take the yellow wire and plug it into the black wire here, and then the black wire off this goes to the red wire. And then that there is good. I am going to electrical tape off this ground as well, because we won't be using this one. A little bit of electrical tape later, and then now you can put your washer and your nut back on so that you are good to go. I'm not sure if there is a torque spec or not for this, but my torque spec is just gonna be tight as fuck, which I feel is good enough. That ain't going anywhere. All right, so now you're just gonna tuck everything up in here and out of the way as best as possible. And then you can start putting on, where'd it go? Bro, I'm mad stupid. I was looking for it. It's right here the whole time. You're just gonna take the hardware that it came with and bolt it up to here. So I'm just gonna get this all in and then start bolting it and show you. All right, that portion is on. Now it's time for quick release part. That's nice. So now you have here, depending on what kind of wheel you got, you know, it's like direct bolt up. All right, I have them the two connected up. Then yeah, we're gonna, hopefully this one doesn't, you know, pop out all the time, but you never know. Now I'm going to mount everything up, then take it for a drive. The screws for the steering wheel are actually nice and like beveled, so they'll sit flat, which is nice. Oh Lord, I got me a race car. Hold on, let's see if I can, real quick. This is hard to do with holding the camera. Fire. And then damn. Plug the battery back in, see if the horn works. But we'll see. We'll also see if we have an airbag light on, and if I do, then I gotta redo this whole thing. But fingers crossed, it's good first try. All right, let's see what happens. Oh, my battery. Hold on, it's not on right. Take two. That's how you know it's tight. All right. Don't mind the rattling of my exhaust leak I got right now. But look, besides me needing wiper fluid and TPMS, I just got e-brake up. Dang, no horn. Alright. Well, that sucks. I mean, I really don't use my horn anyways. But look, little ladybug. You're not good luck right now, bro. Oh shit. Oh well. Try again next time. About to go take her for a test drive, see how she feels. So, catch you on the road. Damn, that's gonna be annoying. Clock spring still works. It's just that now it's so much farther away, and I have decently big hands. I cannot reach the signal and where the wipers I am gonna like really quickly clean up my interior because it is a mess. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Sadly, I didn't even bother trying to fix the horn. Yeah, I don't care enough to fix the horn. And it's not falling out, so that's good. Yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, and that's it. Peace.